Very disturbed as I keep repeating. The Muslims are lying, and there's no accountability. And then they would punish us for saying things, discriminating against Muslims and all that, and blaspheming on discrimination, on racism. They themselves are lying and blaming others for being racist and Islamophobes. Okay, I don't know. No, but this is crazy. I mean, it could drive a person crazy. This is wicked. I haven't even started my video. I don't know. A live stream. I don't know. Introduction video. Sorry, for the slur and all this. I'm going crazy here, losing my mind more than before. I mean, what is this? Why do I get these rotten people coming here, driving us crazy 3 hours, 2 hours, before 2 hours? Is there anyone who can control these lying Muslims? Shia Sunnis, what are they doing? And they're coming as God knows who. I mean, is there anyone in 2 hours, 4 hours? Do they think I'm the servant here to just serve them again and again and again? 3 hours, 5 hours, harassing me, distracting me. Mukesh comes, Salahuddin comes, some well-wisher comes, changing their identities, political grasp comes. Now, well-wisher is not even an idolater, calling the Hindu gods cartoons, can't Google search properly or what? Is full of themselves, she is. Wicked person. This way they are driving people insane. Then they will punish me here, fine me. You don't know this is a Muslim. They don't listen to any reason. Why are you doing here, first of all? Why are you doing this? God knows which site. Please, you are driving people insane here. Let me see how many rotten people come here. Liars. Disguised as Hindus. You see, Imam Ali was a killer. You can't, you see, emotionally you are invested in this religion. You kill people. You've gotten people killed in Iran. So many, I don't know what, women can't get a divorce. Only a husband can divorce, and all these problems you have. And you bring in your fears, and I don't know what you have decided for yourselves with Christians and all. And you won't allow one person to go and share her thing against Shias. Let's see how many smart asses, liars come here. You see how many of them come here. Most of them I get here are these people who lie and distract me from my topic. Next time I'm going to now finish with this. The reason why I keep the live chat, I want to see how many of you are shameless liars, jerks who come here. Just expose you. And this Salahuddin Shia, he's got such a control. Shia jinn to nahi chupa hai. He's read my mind, he knows. I will keep going on. You see, you people, you Muslims, you just lie to defend. You'll go to no length and then kill people, get people killed. and just think, I'm sorry what happened to you. Pakistanis, corrupted liars themselves, calling me racist. Salahuddin. Now I'm reading the tafsir. What is this? India attacked Pakistan or Pakistan attacked India? Why are you after India all the time? Ghazwa Hind, Hindus. Now what is this now, well-wisher coming here when it's only, it's about the truth. If you want it, you can come here. But don't keep me hanging on for 5 hours, 3 hours. You see, I can't stand here to even, my house is in a mess. Dust. I'm in a mess. I wake up without breakfast, having tea only, come here. You people are so selfish. None of you are humanitarian, you Muslims. None of you. You are liars. You just come here to defend your religion. Shias also, lying through their teeth, without any shame, defending a religion like this, which has terrorism. What is this? Now, I will get a fine here or something they will give me. Indians themselves, defending Shias, Hindus, they will give it to me. Who is controlling all this? Social media. Stop lying shamelessly now. If you can't stop, don't come here. Making me insane? Even more disturbing? You don't care. Such selfish people. So someone came here. Okay, let me address this. My mind is going on and on. If I'm in this condition, how can I address this? You see her ego and God knows what. You've already got me against the West. I'm not with the Christians. Lying through your teeth in front like this, shameless Shias, disguised. You have no regard, no humanitarian, no ehsas, no feeling for others. You only care about defending your religion because you've emotionally invested in it, because maybe you got a miracle, but there are Christians that get miracles, there are Hindus that get miracles. You have your vested interest here. Stop. When will your nonsense stop? Doesn't mean I'm going with you that you keep harassing me like this bewakoof banana, setting up things for me to go into the Sunni hadiths because you sent Salahuddin Shia disguised as a Sunni hadith. When will you stop your zulm on others, Muslims? When will you stop your wicked lies? Shias and Sunnis. You think you're the only one who were martyred and killed? He took so much revenge Prophet Muhammad. The Hindus are quiet because they think reincarnation. Don't cry over our martyrs, polytheists in Makkah, because we're going to be reincarnated anyways. We believe in reincarnation. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about us. And what kind of people do I get here and on my principals page, on Facebook? Pakistanis coming harassing me. Mickey Malik and God knows who you send. Okay, you want to kill me like this? No shame, nothing, no integrity, nothing. Dishonest people, Muslims, Shias and Sunnis both. So someone came here, Hindu cartoon. Oh my, I believe. What is the I in you? It's mad. What I? Ego. I believe in an imageless God. The God. The God, the God that is imageless. Only creates images, but he is beyond images. Well, you are limiting your God, like the Hindu said. My God, at least I can touch, I can see. He makes himself apparent to my eyes. He comes as a human being. He's not like a laser light, which you can't see or something. Those lights you can't see. Laser light you can see, but some energy you can't see, electricity you can't see. He's not like that, limiting himself that you can't see. Electricity you can't see. But electricity can't do anything unless humans discover it and use it properly, like they did. Now we have light and all this. Everything on electricity, it works. Most of it. So don't be so proud. Who is the I who believes? Who taught you that my God is so great without imageless? What is this? This is arrogance, sheer arrogance, because you're limiting your God. Why can't God come in little things? Why can't God come in animal? Imageless. Oh God, oh the signs, oh the greatest signs of God. Even in the Quran there is not an imageless God, He's light. And then God gives a metaphor, He has to explain what God is. He's He's light, and the light is like a niche, and the niche, and this and that. Allah is the light of the heavens. Even Allah is not limited, imageless, limit, Allah is the light. Do you know what this light is? Muslims have discovered what light is and how to use it. And Gabriel has come in a form. Surah Najm ayat, what is this on the horizon? Allah cannot come himself, he uses angels. They have wings and flying, 1, 2, 3, God gives them. Allah cannot communicate with, he doesn't have a voice. My goodness. So you think your way is right, and the way this false prophet has brought it, exploiting one Allah without. Allah is so great, imageless, the creator of images. So he has to be. So you are using your logic, very good to some point, right? But then logic also says that why are you limiting God to imageless creator? Oh, the greatest. And I see the greatest sign of Allah in Surah Najm. And Allah is imageless. For me, He's the creator of all images, but He cannot come in the images. He cannot come in the images. What nonsense is this? I believe. Who is the I that believes? Your logic is limited also. So if you ask a rational atheist, he'll laugh at you. You, a very good debater, you'll fail. You see, you come here on a weakling who is studying herself, knows some ayats but doesn't know all the ayats, right? Doesn't know how to debate. So you, वो कहते हैं ना in उर्दू, हमेशा वीक पे वार करते हैं. जो वीक होते कावर्ड्स होते हैं ना, हमेशा अपने नीचे पे गुस्सा करते हैं. या जानते हैं कि ये हरास होगी तो इसको हरास करो. शी विल बी एजिटेटेड, एग्रेवेटेड. इसको हरास करो, इसको टेस्ट करो. जैसे यू आर गॉड्स, you know, like I told this friend of mine, Saima Peer, Ali Tim and all them. Like you are like gods trying to tell people how to live their lives. According to your way, as you live, majority of you think, you know, you follow the flock. Oh, we are so successful and she should live like this. Otherwise, shall we give you a... Someone should... You're entertaining evil, this, that, sitting here. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. Light casts a shadow. The example of his light is like a niche within which is a lamp. What? The lamp is within glass. Oh my goodness. The glass has... Anyone who has worked this out? Any Muslim? True, honest? No? No? You like to lie? You feel very shameless in lying and defending your religion? You can't reach this light. The lamp, niche, within glass, olive oil tree. Blessed, starlit from the oil of a blessed olive oil. What? So Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of His light is like a niche example. Now God is giving examples of Himself. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of His light is like a niche within which, if anyone understands this, become Allah themselves, shouldn't they? Now, if Allah is, your Allah is so imageless, your God, and Hindu gods cartoons, you say, because you Google search, like even Jesus Christ have a cartoon. Moses' story, cartoon story. You'll say, oh, Moses, cartoon? Moses, cartoon. Where is that story of Moses, the movie made, the cartoon, animation? Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of His light. But please don't give us examples. You're making us metaphorically confused here. And this light, what can this light do? Is it limited? Allah is the light. Oh, He's so imageless. He's the creator of all images. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Now tell us, Zara, can the creator of images come in your image? Come in image. How can creator who made images, and why the hell he made images, right? Why he create images? Why he create imagination? You are depriving yourself of this imageless, like making him imageless God. Glass is as it were in a pearly star. Oh my goodness. Pearls are coming in, star is coming in, oil is coming in, olive tree is coming in. Neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil will almost glow. He's giving you an image. Whose oil would almost glow even if untouched by fire. My goodness. I mean, it's defining Allah to be the light. It's giving images through description. You get images. What are metaphors? It goes to your mind when you read it, reflects, gives you images. What arrogance! Allah is without, I believe in a God who is without image, creator of image. Bless, oh, what is that dua we have in Surah Sahar or something? Oh my God. And the greatest signs of Allah. He's the greatest image creator. But he is the creator of images. And he cannot have an image. He cannot. You've limited him. He's not something that you can limit, that your mind has limited him. Because your mind is limited. Or you can't see Allah because, I give you this example. This energy, this air, you feel, you cannot see, but he's not like air. If he want to make himself visible to my eye, or a Hindu's eye, he will make himself visible. He is capable of doing anything and everything. There's no limit to him. He's not like the air you cannot see. Allah is the source of all images, but creator, and he himself, when he wills, he bring himself in image. He wills. He can even die here. My Allah, my God, I can touch. He die. He come again. He die. He at least show me his face to me. I touch his face. I see his face. So your mind can limit Allah and he can limit Allah, but he finally describes himself here. Allah is the light. And he says what Allah is. Whoever is saying this, Allah himself, or whether these some of these are from pieces, from polytheists, because this says polytheists don't have what? Evidence. If you have a book, right? When it says, do you have a book? It doesn't mean it's referring to Ahl Kitab. So Allah is not like that incapacitated energy that can't even show itself unless man discover and do something and concentrate it. Allah is not like that. God is not something which you have thought logically even, then go to the atheist logic and find out. Logic will be laughing at atheist logic would be laughing at you. Go to Ghalib Kamal. Now I didn't want to come here. Madness has increased in me. Allah sets forth parables to make people understand. Allah guides to His light whom He will. First of all, Allah is the light. What is this? I mean, it's clearly saying Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. Defining Allah what it is. And unseen, unknown. Allah, God is something, if He wills, He can come here, show us, come in man form, come in a woman form, come in a child's form, come in all forms, and be as a human being. What lies? From here the discourse is directed towards the hypocrites who were bent upon starting mischief in the Islamic community and were as active from within. First and foremost, your prophet did mischief against polytheists. First and foremost, started to say, what gods are you worshipping? Like Abraham. First and foremost, what Abraham did, Abraham said he's sick. You see, this is what your prophet did, following Abraham. From the Quran ayats we are told. Abraham, what he did was break the idols, tell them that I'm sick, break the idols, so it's okay for Abraham to break the idols. But you point out one mistake in the Quran. In a Muslim country, they are just waiting for me. You know, they sent Salahuddin and all this. They're just waiting. It's just when their rifle, they'll put bullets. They're just waiting, giving me time. So you can break their idols, Abraham. What if I prove to you that idol worshipping is not wrong, it's true? Right? What proof do you have other than this Quran ayat? I couldn't find outside proof, like idol worshipping. Only in the Bible, pagans But the Bible, New Testament, I think, says we can pray for them. Jesus or which book says? But the Quran doesn't say. Only Abraham prayed for his father. You can't pray for idol worshippers. Where's that Quran ayat? So you can break their idols. Abraham broke it. Abraham even lied here. All except the chief one. I haven't found evidence that idol worshipping is nijis. I looked in my mind, I contemplated for years about this. Only what the Quran says here is what I found. Otherwise, I did not find idol worshippers burning and all this because I don't know if I had read the Quran ayats and then had a dream that the idol worshippers are burning and they are mischief makers and this is nijis, that the idol worshippers worshipping God like that, the gods, this is nijis, this is false. I never found this thing, evidence outside of this book and from the Bible. And indeed, we gave Abraham aforetime his rectitude, and oh God. And when he said to his father, what are these images and lifeless statues unto which you pay devotion? What are these lifeless words? When you read them, they become words, right? You understand now. They said, we found our fathers worshipping them. He said, indeed, you and your fathers have been in manifest error. They said, we found our fathers worshipping them. He said, indeed, okay, it repeats. Thus the Messenger of Allah said, I fear about my ummah for three main things after me. Misguidance after guidance, the seditions which cause aberrations and the vain desires. You always fear. You are in fear all the time. When you were alive also you were in fear. That man who came with Ilme Laduni in Surah Kaf was in fear that this unbeliever boy, he will grow up to be an unbeliever, disbeliever. Always in fear. Bakr said, verily Allah Almighty Glorious appointed Hadrat Ali as leadership to be a sign between him and his servants. And whoever, oh goodness, look at how they've lied. With him is a polytheist, and whoever has confessed this. You see, if you read this and come to me here, you Shias have read these books. Muhammad is God. You haven't seen the unseen God. How do you know? Many people have been inspired by books, poetry. We were told in the time of before pre-Islamic Arabia, they were such high-minded people, and with poetry. You haven't seen God. Neither does he communicate with you. He only communicates with Prophet Muhammad. If I prove Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet and Imams have lied to you, then you can't tell me. I mean, don't bring your fear here, please. Already I'm in fear of you people. My God doesn't punish like this. The way you people punish polytheists and apostates and all that. God knows what's happened to India after Mughal. And then the Britishers coming there with the missionary work. No, well, the lineage, it comes from there. So, isn't your forefather also grandfather Prophet Muhammad? Tell me, in this book. Shirk, la sharik Allah, la sharik Allah, la the sharik Allah. You see the face of Muhammad you haven't seen. And they have said we will efface. You haven't seen Shaitan doesn't have an image. You don't know who Shaitan is, what it looks like, what he looks like, but he can see you and his tribe can see you, but you can't see them. Shaitan is also unseen. He may come in a man's form. If Shaitan can come in a man's form, why not allow God to come in a man's form? So Shaitan is also imageless. We will what? We will deface. So you see, your prophet is defaced. He has no face. Now, why can't you see why aren't pictures of Prophet Muhammad allowed? Oh, because they will trample on it. No way, no way. It's like he is divine. You've made him into a idol. In your no, you've made him into divinity. Sorry, not an idol, because his idol is also not present. It's gone. He's gone. There's nothing left of him except this Quran and its mention. We will deface them. Yusuf Ali, I will mislead them. No, no. Allah says that Allah will deface. Allah will deface. Call Topher says, hello again, sister. God bless you. I just joined. God bless you. Call Topher and your family member. Allah will deface them. Surah Baqarah ayat, I think. Or Surah Al Imran. Allah will deface. Fain would that put out the light of. Allah will deface them. What is the other word used here? My God. So, deface, obliterate the faces. Allah will O you who were given the scripture, believe in what we have sent down to Muhammad, confirming that which is with you, before we obliterate faces and turn them toward their backs or curse them, as we curse the Sabbath breakers, and ever is the decree of Allah accomplished. This is a tyrant. This is a terrorist. Oh my God. Surah Nisa at 47 says, O you who were, this is for Ahle Kitab, O you who were given the scripture, believe in what we have sent down to Muhammad. This is by force and by threat. This is by force. Call Toffer, tomorrow you may not be here with me. I'm all alone. I don't even know, sorry, who you are, where you're from. Can I ask you something? Do you know the Shia religion? Or you only know the Sunni religion? This is a clear threat. Sister, that's how we used to talk in kindergarten. My daddy will spank you. The IQ of that verse is that of a 3-year-old. Sister, that's how we used to talk in kindergarten. My daddy will spank you. Uh, okay, daddy will spank you. I'm not too schooled in Shia. Oh, okay. So Shias think that Imam Hussein is a Muslim, oppressed. Do you think after this ayat, these threats given to Ahle Kitab and polytheists and ayats against polytheism, do you think this Imam Hussein, the son of Ali and Fatima, would be completely innocent? Don't you think that Yazid one day, like me, I would get up and say, enough is enough now. You are a liar. I've seen contradictions in your threatening these people. It's by threat, coercion, force to believe. They even lie. You can see how they lie, the Muslims. O you people of the book, believe in what we have now revealed, confirming what was already with you. Before we change the face and fame of some of you beyond all recognition. I mean, how can the Shias then say that Imam Hussein was completely like the grandfather? Actually, what Imam Hussein did was say that my grandfather never ever allowed any violence against anyone. We are innocent of the blame you put on us, the Umayyad side, right? And the Islam you practice is not the Islam that my grandfather actually wanted and what was revealed to my grandfather. There's no threat, no coercion, no nothing. My grandfather was like, he didn't say that, but He was a very peaceful person. Islam is about peace, not about war. When all avenues of peace are closed and you have, it's like the aggressor is attacking you, then you defend yourself. Sister, after Momo died, the Sahaba killed each other. Uh, the Sahabas killed each other? Who killed Abu Bakr? Was Ali killed by Ibn Muljam? Was he a Sahaba of Prophet? Were all, after Muhammad died, the Sahabas killed each other? Some or all, they started to kill each other. No, but do you think that this Shia Islam also, do you think that Hussein would be totally innocent? This is a kind of a very diplomatic answer. It's like for the Sunnis, this would be to tell them that, your Sahabas killed each other, but then the Shias will be laughing at you because they'll be so happy, they'll bless you for saying this. Right? So this is a very well thought answer. Call topper. Huh? You can get the Sunnis on this. But do you think that his grandson was innocent, Hussein, in Karbala? Do you think that Islam is a religion of peace, according to what the way Shia say it? That these first he said peace, then when he went to Medina, it wasn't that he got a larger army. There was only Ali, right? So he couldn't have had a large army. There were, most of the Sahabas were hypocrites. After all the spoils of war and all. So, do you think what the Shias may say, the Shias don't mention the Makkan and Medinan ayats. I don't think the Shias say that these ayats, peaceful ayats, were like the Christian critics of Islam say. The Shia say that this was a gradual first kindness, then slowly, slowly, since they were not stopping and attacking Prophet Muhammad, so much so that he had to get rid of them from Makkah also, and he had to get rid of the Jews, the hypocrites, who were spreading false rumors against him. But they're still there. Who? Who are still there? Sorry, I didn't get this. But the Shia say that the verses came in reply to those aggressions, and all the time, you know how the Shias put it? Let me show you from the multilingual Quran. You see here also about this. Let's go to this ayat. Surah Nisa ayat 47 in multilingual Quran. You see the Shias say this. the chapters. Yes, so you're with the Shias then, right? That these chapters were not abrogated. These verses were not abrogated. And this poor man was struck by the first class hypocrites, and he was being harassed so much that they had to fight now and be defaced. Going to ayat 47, right? Uh, 44. Have you not considered those to whom a portion of the book has been given? They by error and desire that you should go astray from the way. Now they put this blame is put on them. Now then 45 says, and Allah best knows your enemies. They are your enemies. And Allah suffices as a guardian, and Allah suffices as a helper. Of those who are Jews, there are those who alter words from their places and say we heard and we disobey. So much about the against the Jews. Hear, may you not be made to hear. Curse on the Jews. And Reina, distorting the word with their tongues and taunting about religion. And if they had said instead, we have heard and we obey, and hearken and anzarna, it would have been better for them and more upright. But Allah has cursed them on account of their unbelief, so they do not believe but a little. No, about the Shias, what they say. You see, they say Mazloom hai. Imam Hussein is oppressed. That his grandfather, Muhammad, did not do anything wrong. "47. O you who have been given the book, believe that which we have revealed, verifying what you have. Like the Bible has it. So what we have revealed now, the Bible has what has been revealed here. Before we alter faces, if you do not believe in what is in your Bible, before we will alter your faces and turn them on their backs or curse them, as we curse the violators of the Sabbath, and the command of Allah shall be executed. Please refer to the commentary of Al-Baqarah 40 to 42, and for Sabbath, Al-Baqarah 65. Before we alter their faces means disfigure their visages beyond recognition. Disfigure their visages beyond recognition. This is Shia commentary. Turn them towards their back means, according to Imam Muhammad bin Ali al-Baqir, reverting the people of the book to their previous position when there was no divine guidance. It is reported that there were Jews like Abdullah bin Salam and Kabul Ahbar who were sure that the Holy Prophet was the promised prophet, but due to false pride, had not openly embraced the true faith of Islam. On hearing this verse, they openly became Muslim. Sister, I deal mainly with Sunni, so I didn't see the need to study Shia. Oh, okay, sorry, then you can not help me in this. Right? I'm alone in this, against the Shias. So, surely Allah does not forgive that anything should be associated with him. Do you think the Shias are okay? You want, but if the Shias are right, that Rasulullah, Prophet Muhammad, there was wholly, completely innocent and true prophet, and that these warnings given to them, but why would you want to deface their faces? Just let them be. You see, out of fear, maybe it could be that the Jew Abdullah bin Salam in Kabul Abar embraced the faith. You see, by this coercion and by threatening to disfigure their faces, I mean, who in the world would do this? And this, the Shia commentary even accepts, it's true, means disfigure the visages beyond recognition before we alter the faces. Disfigurement of the face. Visage means face, in other words, right? Shias have a good way of with words and all that. So they've used what is a visage? Meaning of visage, a person's face with reference to the form or proportions of the features. Very good, right? So proper face means disfigure, literally disfigure the form or proportion of the features of the face, a person's face. Noun. There's only one, I see, definition. Let me still see. So when they say Ali Akbar's, Ali Shehzada Ali Akbar ko sina दिल पे लगाई, तस्वीर पैगंबर की लाइनों ने मिटाई. They say that Ali Akbar, Hussein's 18-year-old or 17-year-old son, they disfigure the picture of Prophet Muhammad because he looked like his great-grandfather, Prophet Muhammad. They erase the picture of Prophet Muhammad by killing Ali Akbar, son of Hussein. So Shias have a very good way of using the word. Visages mean actually, yes. One meaning is given here, a person's face with reference to the form or proportions of the features. But the way the verses are put, like they were so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. The Jews, Christians, the polytheists, falsehood, nijis, impure. Sister, you can use Tafsir Ibn Abbas for the Shia. No, that would not do. Abbasites came. You see, the Shias only stick to Fatima Zahra's children after Imam Ali, their first Imam. They don't stick to the uncle. No. Cult officers Abbas is said to have inherited Ali's boldness and bravery and is regarded by Shia Muslims as an ultimate paragon of courage and self-sacrifice. Really? But then from his race came the Abbasites. From, you know where the Abbasites came from? Him. And the Abbasites were against the Shias, even, and the Umayyads. This is from a Shia site. Well, he could, I don't know, but we don't go on his hadiths. The Shias don't go on his hadiths. The Shias go on the Imam's hadiths, not on Abbas's hadiths, not even on Ibn Abbas's hadiths, unless they've done, they have a different way of If the Imam is not present, like now, he's not present, he's in occultation. They've done their research and they feel they've figured it out. And now they follow their Imams. So they've done the Sunni Hadith research, Islamic sources, and they do not follow Abbas. He may have been. No, Ali was Ali. There was no one like Ali. I don't know why. Are you sure this is a Shia site or some Ismaili site or some Bori site? Bori Shia site? Can you give the sites this thing here? You see the Shias here, forget this Abbas. Ali was the only bold person. Ali is Amirul Mu'mineen for the Shias. Of those who are Jews, so O you who have been given the book, believe. But why would you deface their faces? And the Shia commentary here says, before we alter the faces, this part means disfigure their visages, features of the face, proportion of the face, beyond recognition, physically. Do you not see signs of, look, if someone doesn't want to believe, that's why they had to, if they attacked Prophet Muhammad because he attacked them, they had to use defensive ways. Right? Disfiguring faces. Before we disfigure your faces, this means in their life, not in the hereafter. You know, it's like Allah threw, you did not throw, and Allah killed them, you did not kill them. So Shia's emotional attachment or investment in this, they will just not believe it. They are in some of them are in this, or they favor, they have their experts, Quran experts. Their Sayyids would deceive them or someone. They are in this, the lies, cognitive dissonance. I mean, which religion, true religion would do this? Right? Violators of the Sabbath. Now, they've made it okay, so I read the tafsir, commentary of Al-Baqarah 40 to 42. I had to find out, my goodness, how can the Shias accept this verse and say that it's okay for Prophet Muhammad and Allah to say this and do this? It's okay for the one God. You know, the Shias also, they turned away when it came against Ismailis or Ahmadis. And in Pakistan, they united with the Sunnis. Yes, Ahmadis have gone astray because I was told, I don't know how far that is true or if it is true. And then against the Ismailis also. You know, in the University of Azhar, they're big leaders, religious scholars, in this field of Islam, they decided. And they put the Jafri sect. You see, that's why they put Jafri sect there with the Sunni schools of thought. But they kept the Ismailis away. And Imam Mahdi also got Mansur al-Hallaj killed, saying that no one, he was a He was a infidel or something. And they say that no one goes to that true God except through us. We are the means of approach. Or through this Quran and, the all that they say, Prophet Muhammad. So it shows that in some cases they're very selfish people. This is Shia are living in denial. Yes, yes, they are. And then, they get to, because then it's like, yeah, they are living in a denial. So this is like against Shias and Sunnis for me, to show them that, of course, I don't want to harm them in any way. The worst I can do is get angry here and say a few words against them because they are more powerful than me. Iran is there, then the Sunni, they are more powerful. They can get me killed anytime, executed. Or what they can do is say that put her in exile or confine her to her room. So you see that's a lot. And then I went after the truth and I saw that this is not right, that you're not supposed to. You see, if they don't want to believe in your religion, you cannot force like this way. Before we alter faces, then turn them on their backs. Alter faces. So the Shias accept in the commentary it says, yes, disfigure the visages, meaning faces physically, the features of the face and all this physically. Now, if I tell a Shia, he'll say, I don't know what, they will come in a very smooth manner. They'll try to, coax me or cajole me. Or try to distract, or also the Shias can do this. I mean, how can a religion like this? How can you impose a religion with fear and jabr, force, right? Now you see, there are Christians living, everything is there. Jews are living. I had a neighborhood in my childhood in London full of Jews. Not one Jew came to me, look at my Torah. Not one Jew ever misbehaved with me. They were so peaceful living, quiet. Live and let live, right? For me, in Surah Kafirun, it says, for me, my religion, for you, your religion. Live and let live, right? Now the Shias, I don't know what the Shias will say about Surah Tawbah ayats. That no, they broke the treaty and how bad the polytheists were. And how bad these Jews were in the Ahl Kitab. Jews and the polytheists were worse against Prophet Muhammad. That's what I say. Sorry, what do you say? I didn't get that. Like, they will say, the Shias will say that, well, the polytheists were so terrible against Prophet Muhammad. Live and let live. Yes, like Surah Kafirun, right? Is there to deceive. And then these religious scholars and Quran experts themselves have made it so difficult, taking it from the progeny of the Prophet. Saying that these polities were so terrible, right? These polities were so terrible. And the Jews were harming this religion. So you don't have to go to Yathrib to, okay, you go to a Yathrib, right? And he's declared himself a prophet, I guess. And you have to believe in him. So in a roundabout manner, I'm trying to get pieces here and there. You see, how can the Muslims, okay, the Muslims reconcile with this ayat, saying that he was a pagan before. But then how can the Shias reconcile with this ayat in Surah Azab? Oh my goodness. You see, the Shias were told by their imams and all that he knew Prophet Muhammad by birth was a prophet. And he made no mistake. He was infallible. He never made a mistake in his life. And how they interpret this verse, O Prophet, fear Allah. It's not that the Prophet is telling, not that Allah is telling the Prophet to fear him. Fear Allah, safeguard yourselves against evil with the help of the divine laws made by Allah, and do not obey, hearken, or follow the disbelievers and the hypocrites, is addressed to the followers of the Holy Prophet through him. This is how they interpret. This is how they were told to interpret by the Imams. Now, you see, the Jews' force of 1,000. You see, the fifth year of Hijrah was a critical year in the history of early Islam. The pagans of Makkah, the Jews and Bedouin Arabs entered into an unholy alliance against Islam and came with a force of 10,000 men in the month of Shawwal and besieged Medina. The hypocrites among the Muslims in Medina were in secret league with the invading army. Please refer to the commentary of Al-Baqarah and Al Imran verses and Nisa, Anfal, Barat, and to know about the role. Barat is another word for Surah Tawbah, 9th chapter of the Quran. To know about the role played by the hypocrites among the Muslims to stop the march of Islam, as the Battle of Khandak, which took place when the allied forces of the disbelievers besieged the city of Medina. Look at this. Now read between the lines, right? Why would, but in another ayat it says, how come in Surah Fat ayat it says, or some other ayat, where is it? Surah Hashr, God knows, that these polities told the Yathrib people that we will help you, but they couldn't, even if they wanted to, and they are hypocrites and they couldn't help and they wouldn't help. No, if you are expelled, we will go with you. But they would never go with them. So yes, they had. Then you look at Al Imran, verse 167. Fight them. At least defend. At least defend yourselves. Allah is telling the polytheists to defend themselves from what? Guess what? If you read, I think Sunni or some a Shia commentary or no Sunni commentary, that maybe defend yourselves means that the Yathrib Jews had gone and taken the land of the polytheists. Yathrib was the land of polytheists or something like this. So defend yourselves, right? So, but the polytheists, and that they were having skirmishes, and Prophet Muhammad tried to make peace with them. It's all a mess. So, to make it simplify, is that I look at the ayats and I read through the commentaries, and I see some commentaries too exaggerated, and actually the ayats are more violent. And why would the Jews and the polytheists come together and fight the Holy Prophet? Hmm? Could it be that at some point he never gave them a chance to practice their religion peacefully? Because you see, in the end, we are told that Kaaba, the city, is sacred. There's another ayat here about the city being sacred. Which city? Makkah. So, did he not have from the very beginning, Allah, a plan to empty the idols from Kaaba? Because this is Abraham's house. Abraham and Ismail made this house. So, this sacred city is Makkah, they say. Oh Muhammad, you are commanded. You are commanded. I just found this ayat recently. You are commanded to worship the God of this city, the Lord of this city also. This ayat is there. Not only Allah, the Lord of the worlds, but also the Lord of this city. Surah Namal, yes, ayat 91. You see, so Allah would not allow, actually, the plan would have been from before, right? How can He allow idol worshippers? He actually wanted to clean idol worshippers, idols out of the Kaaba and get them out of the Kaaba. So why are you being deceived by the verses? By you can't see it. Right here it says, here it doesn't say Allah only. Say, O Muhammad, I have only been commanded. Yani if you read the Arabic word, it says only I have been commanded, word by word. Only I have been commanded to worship the Lord of this city, who made it sacred, to whom belongs all things. And I'm commanded to be of the Muslims. Right? This means, what does this tell you? So don't get lost in those commentaries and those kind verses that the Shias get lost in. Oh, the polytheists were so terrible. They broke the pact. They just had to be killed. They were given 4 months of period of uh, going. Otherwise, they'll be ambushed wherever they're found, seized and killed. Surah Namal, let me get the Quran.com to you and show you in Arabic, word by word translation. Maybe it's like this in Arabic, it doesn't mean that only worship, only you worship. Let's see, Quran.com. I don't know where Quran.com comes from, Pakistan, because it gives against India. When I went for the tafsir, I saw that it was like Indians on this day, Shawwal, Indian, the Pakistan. Sister, when the Kaaba was full of idols, he protected it with flying birds. But when the idols were gone, he wasn't able to protect it. That's a bit strange to me. Okay, is this a ayat or is this the hadith? And which hadith does it say? Yes, I remember that there was a hadith flying. Is that the Kaaba we protected with the flying birds? I can't remember whether it's a hadith, Sunni hadith, or a Shia's accepted too, or that it's an ayat also. See, O Muhammad, I have only been commanded. No. Word by word it says, Innama. You see here? Innama, only commanded am I. Umirtu. That I worship the Lord of this city. Don't you think this Allah, and it's in the chapter of elephant. Okay, I think, but I could be wrong. Okay, let me. So you see this? You see this? This is a sacred city who belongs to all things, and I'm commanded to be of the Muslims. So even the polytheists could be Muslims, right? How do you know that he didn't steal this word from the polytheists? Because even the gurus, say surrender. Even Sri Krishna said to Arjun, surrender yourself to me. Your mind, or what was it in the Bhagavad Gita? Let me just check Surah Phil. That's the elephant. Surah Phil or Surah Phil. Maybe I pronounced it in my English. Have you not considered, O Muhammad, how your Lord dealt with the companions of the elephant? But this, they say, the elephants were belonging to the polytheists. Did he not make the plotting go into great error? He sent against the elephants, not the Kaaba. Sent against them birds and flocks, striking them with stones of hard clay. And he made them. Do you think that he really did this? Then do you think this is right? He destroyed those pagan idol worshipping elephants. Right? Literally, feed the till means let the plan astray. But the disbelievers, you see, you're sending me back to this. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you said that it's in the elephant chapter, I think, but I could be wrong. Do you think that have not you seen how dealt your Lord with the companions? Allah bichare elephants. Hathi mera sathi. So his Allah doesn't even leave elephants alone. Kills elephants with birds. Owners of the elephant. Sister, I don't think there was any water for elephants in Arabia. No. If there were camels there, there has to be elephants there in Arabia, right? Elephants are in Africa. Water? There was plenty of water, Zamzam. So do you think Bibi Hajra reached there and gave birth and Ismail was crying and she went from here and there? No, but they're Allah killing elephants. They're elephants. He's trying to clear the Kaaba. This tyrant. Say, O Muhammad, I've only been commanded to worship the Lord of this city. Could it be Medina? Could it be Makkah? Sorry, Kalthofer, I don't get what you're saying. Water and elephants and all this. There were elephants there. This Quran ayat says. The Muslim, it's not going to. Has it, like, do you feel that, I don't know what you feel. I don't know. Maybe you believe, maybe you like the Shia religion or something. Let me just see here. This Kaaba was made by Ismail and Ibrahim. Kaaba, this. And there's Maqam Ibrahim. Right? So good for them. They did that and they cry over Imam Hussein. And now God sends birds to kill the elephants. Not the Kaaba. Kaaba was not destroyed. He did not destroy the Kaaba. He took out idols and destroyed them. He threw idols from the Kaaba. No one could destroy the Kaaba. Not even polytheists had the heart to destroy the Kaaba because their idols were in the Kaaba. We have to see the history behind this, and I'm getting it from the Islamic sources only. Their books must have been burnt. So, do you think this is right that he made a mistake and the Shia say nothing about this in Surah Azab? These Shias who lie shamelessly, even Shias, that he never made a mistake in his life. Prophet Muhammad, look at this. Called the adopted sons by their natural fathers, even though this verse says about Prophet Muhammad, they make a big deal about other Sahabas, that, how they hurt Prophet Muhammad, the Sahabas, when they weren't going. They were sitting around chatting with Prophet Muhammad. But why don't they mention this? Not a word about this in the Shia commentary. You see, but there is no blame on you if you make a mistake therein. That's why I call them taqiyya Shia. They are, yes, they are not only in taqiyya, but they're lying. They're hiding the mistake of Prophet Muhammad. Not a word said. You mean they are lying to themselves? They're in denial that Prophet Muhammad made a mistake here, and it's said in Surah Ahzab verse 5. Are they lying to themselves also? That Prophet Muhammad was was infallible, never made a mistake, Surah Najm ayat. He never even spoke out of his own desire. After having lied to them, you know, when you keep lying to yourself, you start to lie to others. No, this is not taqiyya. This is like, I don't know, they lie to themselves. They've lied about this. Thank God I saw it and I got out of this religion. I saw it and I got out of this religion. This is wicked, unjust lies. You see, Prophet Muhammad made a mistake here. Not a word said. Let me tell you. Let me show you in the commentary. Read it out to you. Call the adopted sons by their natural fathers and not by those who have adopted them, which corresponds with truth and reality. It is better to call them brothers in faith or friends. Call them, right? Better. Because brotherhood is used in a wider sense than fatherhood and is not likely to be misunderstood. Ummi Salama, daughter of Abi Umayyah. God knows what, I still can't figure out what they mean by Ummi Salama, daughter of Abi Umayyah. Maybe they've accepted this verse from Salma, the wife of Prophet Muhammad, the explanation of this verse. But any mention of Prophet Muhammad's mistake here by Puya Ali commentary, no mention of the mistake made by Prophet Muhammad here. Do you see? By the Shia commentators. No mention of Prophet Muhammad's mistake. Then you know they can confine, if you say anything against this religion, Islam, it's blasphemy. In Shia Islam, Call Toffer says they can say that, but the Quran says to Momo, may Allah forgive you of your past and future sins, that destroys that he was sin free. No, they don't say that. Shia's interpretation of this verse is that the past sins, future sins, are of the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad. Ummah. And through that, the Prophet is being addressed by Allah. Although the believers are mentioned after that, the Shia commentary is like, my blood goes. It just, how do you say this? They make me bleed from inside. It's The Imams have lied. You see, a Prophet Muhammad's past sins, Muhammad's what? Can you remember what verse this is? May Allah forgive you of your past and future sins. No, they don't even say it's Muhammad, maybe. May Allah forgive you and the believers. Oh, God. That, okay, it's in Surah 48, verse 2. Oh. Yeah, it says here that God may forgive you, O Messenger, your lapses of the past and those to follow, and complete His favor on you. There's another one that says, may Allah forgive you and the believers. May Allah forgive for you what preceded of your sins and what will follow and complete. No. So it doesn't say Muhammad, but there's the Shia say no. This is not about the messenger of Allah, right? 48 Surah 48 verse 2 is not about. Shias don't say this verse is about the messenger of Allah. The Shias keep lying and distorting. 48. Oh, surely we have given to you a clear victory, that Allah may forgive your community the past faults. If even if not Prophet Muhammad, where does it say here? In the light of what is written in the commentary of several verses so far studied, Shias don't. No. The ayat is that may Allah forgive your community their past sins and those to follow. It doesn't say Muhammad. May Allah forgive the messenger. I'm trying to find that verse. And the believers. I had that verse, but I can't. Now they're not. I think even the Google is being controlled by some one right now. So you see, I knew that verse where hadith where Abu Bakr says, "Here comes a killer," and it was Ali coming. Abu Bakr called Ali a killer. And I feel the international Google is even controlling some things, so they're twisting words. Yes, definitely, they're twisting words. I can't find that verse. I just found it on one live stream. I gave this verse in one live stream. It distinctly mentions that may Allah forgive. Another verse is there. May Allah forgive you. They would say this is a Sahaba or something. I don't know. You see how these verses can be you and and the believers, men and women, I think. The Shias are liars themselves. Huh? Shias are liars also. Shameless. O Prophet, may Allah forgive you. Why did you give them leave to stay behind? You know, there's another one, yes, but this is okay for now. Thank you for remembering. I don't know what the Shias say about this. No, the Shias say Allah. This is, may Allah forgive. I've done this also. It says, Afa. You know, Afa, the word, is that Allah has asked forgiveness from, my goodness, Allah forgive you. Why did you grant leave to them until, no, this says yes, may Allah forgive. Ghafaro, it comes from. Allah has pardoned you, O Muhammad. Why did you give them permission? I've done a thing on this. It was evident to you you were truthful and you knew who were the liars. Until it was evident to you. What do the Shia say about this? Let me see. Surah, I'll go to multilingual Quran again. Quran experts, Shias have lied. It is like so terrible for me to see this and to show it. But when I show it, I keep, thank God, someone has given me a strong heart here. So it's 43, right? Let's go to 43. Maybe we'll be directed to another. Allah gives the grace. Why didst thou grant them until those? Allah gives the grace, it says here. Yusuf Ali. Doesn't say forgive. Aka Mehdi Puya says, like verse 2 of Faf, the companions are addressed here through the Holy Prophet. Now the companions are addressed here. You see, because these obscure ayats, like may Allah forgive thee, doesn't put the name of the Prophet. It doesn't have even Holy Prophet here. May Allah give thee grace. Yusuf Ali translation. Sunni. He was a Sunni Muslim. No. Shias, you see, are saying that the Holy Prophet, even though they know that the Holy Prophet, even though this verse is obscure, like who is the thee? Who is the you? May Allah forgive you, or may Allah give thee grace. Why didst thou grant them until those who told the truth were seen by thee in a clear light? And thou hadst proved the liars. Oh my God. Akam, I don't know what this Shia is really shocking. Akamedipuya says, light verse, like verse 2 of what the companions are addressed here. There's no way we can win through the Shias. Now they've put the blame on the companions. Did you see what the Imams do? Addressed here through the Holy Prophet. Because the Holy Prophet is closer to them than their own selves, right? Believers. So the companions are addressed here through the Holy Prophet. The manner, mode, and trend of expression is the same as in verse 1 of Tahrim or verse 68 of Anfal. The Holy Prophet had the option of giving permission. Nur, oh goodness, 62, Surah Nur 62. And there was no prohibitory order prior to his action. He did not want to expose the hypocrites on his own, unless Allah condemns them, as he does here and in other places. Do you see how the Shias take these verses? You see, there's satanic imams and their followers, Akam and Dipuya. You see, a mistake he made that they don't mention. Nothing about that. But they'll go on like this. Satan has deluded them about this prophet. Who is the actual hypocrite, the false prophet? Right? Because why wouldn't anything be mentioned here? Do you see? These are satanic people. You can't win them. Then they will kill you. Or they will confine a woman in the house until she... sister, try these verses. Which, okay? Surah... But why aren't the Shias addressing the mistake of Prophet Muhammad committed by adopting a son through pagan idol worshipping? Why aren't they? Why aren't the Shias saying something about it? Or what do they say? Who made the mistake by adopting Zed? Be steadfast then, O Prophet. Allah's promise is true. Seek forgiveness for your shortcomings. Again, this would be, the Shia side would be that through, it's for the shortcomings of the Sahabas and like that. It's the same method used by the Shias. I've never seen a devil like them, so that Allah may forgive you your shortcomings. Who? Forgive whom? Forgive whom your shortcomings? Here, whom? Shias go lying through their teeth shamelessly. Shias are the worst devils I've ever had. Sorry, the thing is gone. I can't see the chat anymore. Something I did in my tab. Okay, I can see the tab. I can see addresses both. Well, it says Say, so know, O Muhammad, that there is no deity except Allah, and ask forgiveness for your sins. This one. Muhammad 19, Surah Muhammad 19. This one I wanted, at first I was looking for. Yeah, addressing both. I've looked at the Shia commentary. It again says something else. So know, O Muhammad. So know whom? O Muhammad is in brackets. So know that there is no God but Allah. If you have gone to the Christian prince, or they have gotten you with the Sunni, acquainted too much with the Sunni hadiths. It doesn't even say here Muhammad, right? So know that there is no deity except Allah, and ask forgiveness for your sin and for the believing and the believing men and believing women. Who is addressed here? I don't know. Who is supposed to ask forgiveness for the believing men and believing women? Let's see. Surah Muhammad ayat, Surah 47 ayat. Let's see in multilingual. Again, the Shias twist and turn this. Multilingual Quran. This is a better one, but I assure you these satanic followers of their satanic grandfathers, Shias are the worst. In twisting and turning the words. You know, it's the Imam. They wanted everything. They wanted prophethood. They wanted to be the holy Imams and all that, leaders. "19. I refer to the commentary of Momin, 5 and verse 15 of this surah for wastaghfir lidhambeka. The Holy Prophet is commanded to seek Allah's protection from falling into errors in future for the believing men and women. I've already done this. Thank you for the reminder. I did this in one of the live streams. You were not there. You see, even if he is mentioned, ask protection for your fault and for the fault of believing men and believing women. The Shias are twisting and turning. What can you do with such Satans? You can't pass through them. They've made you cry. Made me cry. Blood. Inside. What liars, the Imams. Who is your sin? Pardon? So know that there is no God but Allah, and ask protection for your fault and for the believing men and the believing women. Imam Ja'far bin Muhammad as-Sadiq said, just as a flutter of wind or a strong shaking brings the dried leaves of a tree on the ground, istighfar helps man to get rid of sins. Aka Mehdi Puya says, istighfar is a request made to Allah to keep. So look at the beauty of his, their imams, the beauty of satanic, who they stole from. Shias have not done sufficient and ambivalent research. How would you say? From both sides or all sides properly. Who is your sin? Meaning, what is your sin? It is the highest form of worship. Oh my goodness. My blood boils at this. But a divinely commissioned leader. Imam not only prays for himself, it's like being so humble, saying that he was sinless. But since they are so humble, like even Imam Zainal Abidin, oh Lord, forgive me my sins. Like they feel this is the highest humility. A Masoom is teaching his followers. You can't say anything. These Shias will kill you. If you say anything to their religion, Islam, Shias will kill you. If you are a man. If you are a woman, God help you, you will be confined. You see how satanic this is. This is such a shaitan, and he's got his progeny. There's no way you can win with Shias. This Satan has covered its crime, erased, and giving its own interpretations. This is the best shaitan, the bestest. His progeny has come. You know his tribe, they say that they are watching us from. His progeny, shaitan's progeny, this is. Shaitan's progeny. And you have to, the Shias blindly have to take from what the Imam says about the Quran. Because even my Shia friend said, don't be stubborn. You know, go to a Quran expert. Like I'm supposed to take it from these Imams and their Sayyids and their Quran experts. If I take it from any other, I'm gone, I'm a deviant, I'm an infidel, even that. And if I take it from myself, trying to understand the verses, Quran only, Sunni some Muslims say we are Quran only, not the Sunnis, Ahl Sunnah, but they divert from Ahl Sunnah. So Shias don't see that this is an evil man, and his sister, the Arabic clearly says, ask for the forgiveness of your sin and for the sins of the believing men and women. They can lie all they want, but the verse is clear. Is it forgiveness? Surah 47, Ayat 19. Arabic word says, well, they were Arabs too, right? The progeny, the Imams were Arabs. Oh, sorry, it's 19. Does it say forgiveness? So know that there is no God but Allah. Okay? So know that there is no God but Allah. and istaghfar. Yes, ask forgiveness for your sin and for the believing men and the believing women. Yes. But you can go round and round, bang your head on the wall. Yes, that's what the Arabic word is. No, the Shias don't deny that it says forgiveness. The Shias don't deny this word called to offer. They say, yes, it is forgiveness. But even as it is addressing Prophet Muhammad through for the believers, and even though it repeats for the believing men and believing women, it still means that it is for the believing men and believing women. Here, the Shias have made a mistake. They don't want to see. Of course, the word is right. You're right. It is in Arabic meaning forgiveness. The Shias accept that this is istighfar, forgiveness meaning, but they won't accept it that it is Allah is telling the Prophet to ask forgiveness for his sins also here. Not only the believing men and the believing women. They always keep saying the one same thing in every verse, that even if the believing men and the believing women are mentioned, they don't see. They just follow their imams and their grandfather, their sayyids, Shias, who have given us this, and the imams, progeny, the satanic progeny of Prophet Muhammad. This is what I was talking about in one of my live streams, discussing. You can go blue in the face. The Shias will say you are stubborn. The Shias will tell me, what will the. Someone came here, and said, you are being. What? What did they say? What word did they use against me? I felt like a Shia had come to tell me that you're very argumentative. Like Salahuddin or someone, you know, like you just want to believe what you want to believe. Will you accept my side, our side? You won't accept our side. They were blaming me. You see, then I had to tell them that the Shias, no commentary on Prophet Muhammad's mistake made. No mention of that in the commentary in Surah Azab. If you're saying that I'm argumentative and I'm stubborn and I just, want to believe in what I want to believe in, there's no way you can tell a Shia like that. They will come in, with another ID name and blame me for this. You see, they believe in Imam Hussein's sacrifice, the grand sacrifice. I can't show them. They will tell me, what have you given? What have you sacrificed? There's no way. Their eyes are closed. Their hearts are for Imam Hussein, who proved. They will say, he proved to us by giving his all. Their eyes are closed. They will blame me. And you. What did they say? Someone came here and said, you are like another word for stubborn, or, um, you just want to argue against a person, like, for argument's sake. Argumentative and all that. So, like in Surah Azab, verse 37, if you tell the Shias, again, this verse says, they'll say, well, they have a reason for everything. You see, sister, I won't be shocked if Salahuddin was Shia and just taking you to Sunni. I'm just thinking because I don't trust him now. This thought crossed my mind. It crossed my mind many days ago. But it's not a fact, just a thought. I know. I also suspected Salahuddin many days ago to be a Shia disguised as a Sunni, right? And that's why I can't trust anyone. I can't even trust you, Kaltoffer. I feel that you were also with Salahuddin, right? Because you were leading me to the hadiths. And so I was all alone, and I felt so crazy later on today that I'm all alone in this. Everyone, even they will have a soft corner. I felt even the Americans had a soft corner for Shias. You know, when they killed Saddam Hussein? Finally, so actually, they were against Khomeini, but in fact, somewhere there, some political thing was going on. I don't know what. But it was good that the Shias were happy that the Americans killed Saddam Hussein. So here we have again, where is it? You see here, the Shias are just following a satanic progeny. Do you see this, Shias? I also suspected, even more strongly last night, that Salahuddin is a Shia. And even some Christians, okay, I don't want to say this, but maybe the Shias now, they've been martyred much. So I don't blame them for using whatever, that, but against me, they sent Salahuddin. And, even the Sam Shaman, like, why would he go against me? So that I wouldn't listen. I would be disgusted with Christians. He's a Syrian, remember. He could be a hidden Shia. Because you see, they have to do this, the Shias. I don't blame them. If the Christians even have come up because there's terrorism against in the Western world, in the European world, I don't blame the Shias, and I don't. You can't blame the Christians also, because there's a lot of terrorism, Sunni extremists, whatever. Even some Sunnis say these are not, like, this is not Islam. Islam is a religion of peace. So I don't blame them. But against me, I felt like everywhere I went, even Sahil or this, even Adam Seeger, they've made him a Christian. You know what I mean? But against me, here, sucking my blood, it was 3 hours. No shame. If you keep lying like this, you will become habitual liar. Then for your convenience, practice makes perfect. You will become a convenient liar, habitual liar. For God's sakes, right? I'm showing that this religion is. Look at this here also, it says in verse 37, behold what it says here. Sorry, I can't, I'm now, I'm dissolved marriage. Look, when it says here, behold, thou didst say to one who had deceived the grace of Allah, and thy favor, retain your wife. I'm just reading it in like simple English, right? Retain your wife and fear Allah. But you did hide in your heart that which Allah was about to make manifest. And you did fear the people. But it was more fitting that you should fear Allah. How they get Muhammad off this? You know how they get Muhammad? The Imams. So this part's commentary, 37, see commentary for verse 36 is here, up here. This verse says, both were good believers, both loved. No. The Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation. Oh my goodness. Between them, because Zainab's reputation would be ruined. It's just these lies I cannot take. Okay, Zainab's misery. Akka Mehdi Puya says, an adopted son is not the real son. And all other Quranic injunctions are valid in all ages. So no abrogation used. So Shias should understand Surah Mudathir. Ayat 2 goes against this. There's a contradiction. And then it says, you did fear the people, implies that the right course should be followed, whether the people like it or not. As said in verse 54 of Maida, they fear not the censor of the censorers, right? So when they kill apostates, like Imam Ali kills, and Imam Mahdi will come and kill apostates, they fear not the censor of the censorers. This ayat is on apostates, right? Prophethood does not deprive the prophet and his family of essential human rights divinely legislated for all. So there came a time that I could have been like Yazid and told these, I would have gotten a mighty army. If these Shias try to confine me and force me to accept their religion by torturing me and tormenting me, I will call on some, I'll become Yazid. Although I'm a woman, I can't war with them. But there might come a time when I'll say, Shias, enough is enough. If your marja or your organization confines me and you use force when I would not have it for anyone in any religion to use force and impose it on others, whether they are hypocrites or whatever you call them. Actually, you made them hypocrites. But I wouldn't allow this kind of force for religion. You can forcefully save someone's life in this life. If they want to jump, you can use a little force. But defacing them and going to that length and breaking their houses, you have time to remove yourself. Leave Yathrib. You leave Yathrib. Yathrib was not Medina. So one day I'm going to get up against the Shias, right? Actually, you're forcing people to say, look, point at them and say, at least these people, they're the ones killing and forcing people. We can't leave this religion. We don't have freedom of thought. We don't have freedom of religion to choose. To even choose. Zainab bin Josh didn't have freedom to choose who her husband would be or whether she wants to remain a widow. This kind of a thing, force and your weak tactics, your weakness is showing. You are evil prophets, you are followers of an evil man. I will gather an army against you. If I find out that you are harassing me and confine me to a room, then whether it's my father a Shia or what, no, one day I will get up because I've had enough. I've already been hit, left, right, and inside, outside. Please stop these evil people from forcing their religion on others and not allowing them to leave the religion through proper research they've done. And they don't believe in your Nana's ways, your Prophet's ways, who was the grandfather of Hassan and Hussein. To lastly apply force now and say, your faces will be defaced. And killing the polytheists who didn't even break treaties. Surah Tawbah. And marriages, like you don't prepare the daughter and they say that, oh, our religion, like when I was a Shia, we're not allowed to hurt the feelings, even the feelings of another. But when it comes to men marrying other women, you can just do it. And since in Karachi, Pakistan, my father was brought up there, my mother and I didn't want him to marry another woman, never. In my childhood also, I think I took a promise from my father. But he broke that promise. I said, you will never leave my mother and you will never get married to another woman. Like, in that way. He promised me in my childhood, I was very small, I remember. I think when his mother was also there in Karachi, in the backyard. I remember taking a promise from my father. Right? So then he promised me, and we were told, then later on my aunt told me, she was doing research, that Fatima, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad, never allowed Ali to marry when she was married to him, to another woman or have muta. So this the Shia say because, this spiritual leaders and this, God knows what reasons they give about this. Well, my aunt told me, not my father, but my aunt told me that a Shia lady, when she gets married, when she's having her nikah, she can stipulate in her nikah nama that I don't want my husband to marry another while he's married to me. Because Bibi Fatma Zahra did that. Sister Momo didn't allow him. Hmm. So, no, like, I'm sorry I didn't get this call offer. Who didn't Muhammad allow? Uh, Sorry, so I was saying that in religion there's negligence in families. Like if the daughter doesn't want her father to be married to another woman and have a stepmother, as my father says that Elibeth have promised us heaven. Who has promised us heaven? No one in no religion. Sri Krishna has promised Vaikunta for Radharani has promised Vaikunta. Anyways, so you know, I was saying, has Islam promised when Islam fails? Prophet Muhammad has failed here to protect a marriage. Can you guarantee a daughter who doesn't want her father and told her father and took a promise from her father? Can you guarantee that the wife, the stepmother, would not be evil? It wasn't Fatima, it was Momo that didn't allow him to marry. No, it was Fatima herself who said she didn't want Ali to marry anyone when he's married to her. It wasn't Muhammad. It was on Fatima's request that Muhammad went to Ali and told him, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So both daughter and father, there's no difference between Fatima and Muhammad. They are one and the same, actually, in many things. Both daughter and father were criminals. Yes, but Momo had the final say. But under whose request would Muhammad go to Ali? Did he go on his own to tell Ali? Or did Fatima request him to tell Ali? Didn't Fatima use her father? Let me just check, just to be. Fatima asked him, yes. Fatima asked, and so, no, it was not Prophet. It was actually Fatima used her father, like the father uses people to do, Ali to kill people. Apostates even fight with them, fight with others and kill them. So it was actually Fatima who didn't want Ali to marry another woman. Hadith. Why did Prophet not allow Ali ibn Abu Talib? Let's see. Will my this thing be, which I've never, islamka.info. Why did the Prophet not allow Ali ibn Abi Talib to take a second wife when he was married to Fatima? Question. Now this is a Sunni site, I think. The Muslim should accept everything that has been proven. Public marriage, polygamy, however, this marriage could have been exposed to problems, outweighed any benefits. It is on this basis that the Prophet. However, this marriage could have exposed him to problems and negative consequences that outweighed any benefits. In such cases, plural marriage is disallowed. Okay, I think you're saying from the Sunni side, but from my aunt, late aunt, when she was doing her research, I was told that Fatima didn't want Prophet Muhammad from the Shia side. Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, didn't want Ali to marry another woman. This from the Sunni side. Plural marriage or polygamy is something that is well established in Islam on the basis of clear, unambiguous texts which cannot be undermined in any way whatsoever, no matter what skeptics and fabricators say. However, this marriage could have exposed him to problems and negative consequences that outweighed any benefits. In such cases, plural marriage is disallowed, as in the case where the husband is not able to treat all his wives fairly. Oh my goodness. And allowing the Sahabas to marry captive women. Polytheists don't worry about them, Shias. But Zainab cannot go out. Polytheist women are given. Oh my goodness. And Zainab bin Josh is forced. It's a forced marriage to Zaid. How they've made people cry and yet not depart from this religion, sticking to it so stubbornly. And he's afraid of being unfair or unjust towards them. So this is about the believers, right? That verse, if you cannot be, oh my God. Here the Sunnis are saying that Ali ibn Abu Talib may not be able to deal fairly with 4 wives. It is on the basis that the Prophet forbade Ali. You cannot forbid someone. Forbade Ali to take another wife in addition to his daughter Fatima. Look at this. For you and your daughter, for you, oh my goodness. Even though plural marriage was permissible, in principle for him, in principle, for him and for others. My goodness. It was narrated from Al-Miswar ibn Makrama that Ali ibn Abi Talib proposed marriage to the daughter of Abu Jahal. Okay, this is in the Sunni Hadith. When he was already married to Fatima, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah. Ali can never do this. In Shia's eyes, he can never ever do this. I wonder if the Shias accept this hadith from the Sunni or Islamic sources, other than their imams. When Fatima heard about that, she went to the Prophet and said to him, "Your people are saying that you do not get angry for the sake of your daughters. And Ali is going to marry the daughter of Abu Jahal." Al-Miswar said, "The Prophet stood up and I heard him when he bore witness. Then he said, I gave a daughter of mine in marriage to Abul As ibn Rabi. When he spoke, he told me the truth, and when he made me a promise, he fulfilled his promise. Fatima is a part of me, and whatever hurts her hurts me. By Allah, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah and the daughter of the enemy of Allah will not be joined together as wives of one man." So Ali abandoned that proposal. Shias, you should, I think, start to do your research again and calling people argumentative, me, and going against me. This is a Sunni, and there are a lot of. There's also narrated by Al Bukhari, Muslim, Al Bukhari 3110. So the marriage would be hurtful to Fatima. Ooh. Whatever hurt her would hurt the Prophet. And whatever hurts the Prophet is a major sin. You see how he's favoring his daughter. This man, cruel man. So many hadiths from the Sunnis. Oh Shias, you are the most wickedest of the wicked. Unfair, unjust people, blindly taking. Your imams will give you the truth. Your imams have lied to them. Their imams have lied to them, left, right, and center. Now I don't have the strength. I can't open another. I must take some rest. Oof. I'm trying to find a Shia source. Yes, that's what I was trying to find. Yeah, I think Fatima said that Fatima requested. Shia say that for the sake of this family, another wife would not be good, also like that. So Fatima didn't want Ali to get married to another. And the Shias also have another reason for it. So I'm really tired. Called offer, much grateful. Uh, it just has gotten to my heart. It's too much. That my imams, everyone against me, even Salahuddin hidden Shia, like I said in my previous live stream. And my brothers don't know this religion. They just blindly follow the imams and all. Sister, take rest. I'll find a Shia source and continue. Thank you so much, Kaltoffer. Next time. Believe me, I'm not trying to run away or anything. I've just had enough. Whatever the Shias are, but I thought that Fatima requested her father. That's what I was told by my Shia aunt. That she didn't want Ali to get married. And then I looked at the Sunni source, and the Shias have another reason also for that. So, thank you very much, Kaltoffer. I would have gone crazy. It was extremely disturbing to see liars and disguised, and Shias also I felt were coming, one or two in disguise, trying to detract me and things like that. Even the brothers, much emotionally in this religion, but not knowing the proper, what I see here, uh, the way I have done my research, and finding this man a terror and his evil, a devil and his evil progeny, Fatima, daughter, and imams thereafter, Ali, Hassan, Hussein, all of them, Zain al-Abidin, all of them, 12 imams. And then telling me I had much obstacles. I would have died, been killed, or confined, if not killed, confined to a house or a room by the Shia marja of mine. Right? Thank you very much. God bless you, sister. Thank you so much. God bless you too, and your family members, and much, much grateful for you that you have been here. Much honored to have you and your help. I cannot say how much.